I'm Betty Quattlebaum, 200K with XanGo from Colorado Springs, Colorado. And I got into this industry because it just makes sense. It's a way for the average person or the better than average person to plug into the American dream. And I can tell you just a little bit about the American dream because when I was in my early 20s, newly married, my husband and I got into the restaurant business. He had been in the restaurant business since he was 12 years old. It was his passion. He loved it. He was working with this old Italian gentleman. And so he wanted for us to own this restaurant. Well, what we discovered was that the restaurant owned us. When we got started, we went in, as so many people do when they start their own businesses, we went in undercapitalized with half as much money. And we had to borrow more money and mortgage the house. And I was actually working as a cocktail waitress at National Airport, it's Reagan Airport now, in DC to pay the mortgage, would go in early in the morning to help open up for lunch, work through 2 o'clock, do my shift, come back and close up for the night. It was horrendous, but we had plugged in to the American dream. What happened was that our marriage didn't survive this dream. But something good happened there because my husband's dad, my stepfather Bill, went into network marketing. And this was back in the caveman days of network marketing. But he went into the industry and he introduced it to us and the other 9 kids. We were the only ones with the entrepreneurial spirit. And so we spent $3,000 for a basement full of soap. We actually furnished our new house basement with the soap. And then I went door to door in the ritziest area of DC or Virginia, McLean, selling this product. Or trying to. Needless to say, I wasn't too successful. And I just want to kind of go on a rabbit trail here. As we introduce this industry to people, so many people have this perception. It's all about perception, and it's the least understood industry in the entire world. But they think you have to go spend $3,000 for soap and then go knock on doors to sell it, or whatever your product is. This is not how, I mean, we have certainly progressed with technology. You can be an orphan in Alaska right now and build a huge international business with technology. But anyway, getting back to why I'm in network marketing and why I chose it. What happened was that I saw my father-in-law go on to build a dynasty in this industry. And he changed the financial landscape of his grandchildren and children for generations to come. I saw that, and so in later years, I went into real estate and segued into mortgage banking in the DC area. And I loved it. I had flexibility, I made a lot of money, but I was always on call. And it didn't matter how good the month was, on the first of the next month, I had to start over. And I remember I was skiing in Austria one year, and the only reason that I got any skiing in was because of the time difference. And, you know, I had a loan go bad, and, you know, borrowers always tell you the truth, especially about their credit. Anyway, the loan went bad, and I was on the phone every day. My phone bill at the time cost me more than the trip did. It was incredible. So especially after that trip, I get back to Virginia, and I'm thinking back to Bill and what he was able to do. And I'm thinking, he didn't start over every month. He built this, and it lasted. And so I started dabbling in the industry because I wanted something. I wanted a way to own my own life. I wanted a way to travel the world because I'd rather travel than eat. And I wanted a place where I could build my business with a cell phone and a laptop. That's what I wanted. And so I started dabbling in the industry, and man, did I kiss a whole bunch of frogs. I mean, it was horrible because, guys, just like in traditional business, all network marketing companies are not created equal. And so finally, you know, I came to XanGo, and it turned my life around. But it was an amazing journey, but I chose this industry, number one, for the freedom to work with the people that I cared the most about, for the freedom, the power to do for other people. And I saw so many friends of mine widowed or people going to retirement. And if you're widowed or single woman in your 40s or your 50s or 60s, you don't have a lot of choices because all at once you find yourself living on maybe a third of what you could live on. Or if you're retiring, you find out that, hey, you can't really retire anymore. You know, I thought I would retire at 65. I was reading something online the other day that really was a wake-up call to me. If you start working at 25 years old, right, you retire at 65 and you happen to live to 105, because we're living longer now, right? It's not just the 65 retirement, you know, and then you live a few years and you're gone. But if you lived 105, you will have been retired as many years as you worked. Now, with our economy right now, and with the savings of the average American person, is that not a wake-up call? So people need our industry. And then you go from the other end and you look at the kids. They're 18, they're 19, they're 20, they're in college, they're working 3 jobs. This is a way. And those kids, they don't even have to make career level income. If they make an extra $500, $1,000 a month, a couple of $1,000s a month, it can change their financial picture, and they can go on to pursue their passion as they're doing it. So all in all, this is an industry that if you have a burning desire to change your life, if you're willing to work with a team, if you like people, that's kind of a prerequisite, because you can't get ahead by being the best salesperson out there. In fact, salespeople normally fall flat on their feet because it's all about building teams. It's all about finding people who want something, and then you roll up your sleeves and you go to work to help them get it. So if any of this appeals to you, then investigate this industry, because the big money guys of the world, Donald Trump, Robert Kiyosaki, Warren Buffett, they're all recommending this industry as a way for the average American and the above average American to make a difference in their lives and others.